would you say to the people, and I hear well-known authors say this often, that we've, at some point within the next 100 years, we're going to have to leave this little planet, this little rock that we're on that has some green and happens to have the right cosmic mix of stuff for life here, that we're going to actually have to go, and that's sort of the point of humanity, that we'll use it up here and then we'll move on. You can see I watch a lot of sci-fi too.
Yeah.
So what would you say about that?
There's no place that we can get to, and there's a lot of risk in space of radiation and other things, as they'll see when they send a man to Mars, which they're probably going to do soon.
Yeah.
You'll see the effects of just getting 57 million miles, which is nothing compared to, and Mars, the idea of setting up a station there, what would you do on Mars? How would you grow food there? The kind of biosphere, remember that thing, biosphere, in the 90s?
Of course.
You know, the idea they were not even remotely self-sufficient. They had a big natural gas generator there to generate a fair amount of the power.
Yeah.
And even then, people got sick and there was all kinds of problems.
I think they found out that someone was coming and going from the thing.
Somebody was coming and going, and there was like some sort of mold or fungus that got in there in that closed ecosystem.
Yeah.
It's very hard. The idea of having a spare planet somewhere is folly. I don't think that's going to happen.
So you think this is it?
This is as good as it gets. For life as we know it, we need to make this as hospitable. It has always been a hospitable planet for us in our history. Before we were born, millions of years ago, it was volcanic and very inhospitable, but it's been in a sweet spot for a while, and we have to keep it there with our behavior as best we can.
On that note, do you have any last-minute tips? I think you've given us some good stuff here. But for the average person that doesn't even care about this stuff, what are like the two most simple things that you could tell someone, all right, go ahead and try to incorporate some of this?
At the root of it, just live simply so others can simply live. Try to keep your life as simple as possible. Having said that, a new tip that I like to tell people is about something called vampire power. Unplug all that stuff that you don't need when you go to sleep or leave the house. There's a lot of things that you think you need on all the time, but that you don't. In fact, it's a short list of things that you need on, like your clock radio, your, whatever, things like that that are going to be blinking midnight when you come back. You plug those into a power strip and leave them alone. On the other power strips, you put all those little transformers, little plugs and things, put them in there, and 1, 2, 3 perhaps is all it'll be around your house. Turn off those power strips at night when you leave the house. You'll save a tremendous amount of money.
All right. Well, Ed Begley, it has been a pleasure. I'm glad we finally got to do this in person. This is better than 140 characters, right? You're pretty good.
No question. I like it a lot better. You're very good, David.
That's a lot better. I appreciate that. And you guys can check out Ed's show on Begley Street. It is on YouTube. We're going to annotate to it right around here. It's here somewhere. And, of course, on Twitter. Anything else we should pimp out?
No, that's plenty.
How about Earth? Earth in general.
Earth in general. Protect your Earth.
Protect your Earth. There you go.